Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to a moment or so of Murphy's live stream here on YouTube. This time I'm hosting the Village Hall Social Club badge that Bernie kindly gave us on a recent outing. So let's see who we've got in the house tonight. So we've got Mum. So hi, Mum. Hope you're doing well downstairs. We've got Andrew Norris, Jeff Callison, Dyslexia Explorers Notebook, Digital Footprints, Daniel Watkins, and I think that's who we got so far in the house. So, how's everyone's day been? So today I've been at work. So it's been a usual Wednesday at work, which has been good. Saving the world from IT issues as I always do. So let's have a look, see what we've got in the comments. So Andrew Norris says he's been looking forward to this. Thank you, Andrew. It is very, very kind of you to come along and spend your hour or so with me. I did try and advertise this as much as I could in the social hall, but I only set the stream up last night, which it took me a while just to work out how to get into the stream once you set it up. So yeah, at least I know next time how that works. So we've got Jeff Kellison. Okay, so Jeff Callison said we're going to have more Andrews tonight than an Irish pub. Well, anything's possible. Let's have a look. So, good evening, Daniel. Hope you're well as I am. So, let's have a look. So, we've got Katie Dockrell. Good evening. Thank you very much for coming along. We've got Glastonbury Gabriel. Evening, Gabriel. So, yeah, you've always wanted to see me on live, which is great. We've got Dave Ford along. Good evening, Dave. Unfortunately, there's not a raffle tonight. But more the merrier. We've got Ian McCagan. Good evening, Ian. Hope you're well too. So let's have a look at the top fans so far. So we've got in pole position, we've got Andrew Norris. Then we got Thinking as I something. Obviously got Mother as well. Looks like we've got in the top fans, we've got Too Much Tax, Mason Lawson, and Peter Coombs. So very good evening to you all there. Good evening, Lynn. Hope you're well. And good evening, Jacqueline. Very, very kind of you to spend your Wednesday evening with us. So what has everyone been up to this week? Anything interesting? So we will get onto parish notices shortly. Good evening, Rob. Yes, I am in my bedroom. I hope you do like it. It's probably not good enough for a room tour, but if you go back and watch all my content, I've even got a video of assembling this very desk that I'm broadcasting from. Okay. So we've got 14 in the house and 4 thumbs up. So that's good so far. So let's get a few more comments coming along. So Lynn saying good evening to Ian and congratulating one of our good friends, Jenny. She's recently launched a gardening business in the East Hampshire, Surrey, West Sussex corridor. So if you need any gardening services from Jenny, give her a call. And Ian asks, where have I been on my walk? So luckily, I had a week off last week and managed to get out on a lovely Friday up around Midhurst in West Sussex. Much better than an office, I might add, but there we go. I saw the Queen Elizabeth oak tree. Although, to be honest, I was startled by some like like gas blower. Um, what do you call them? Like bird scarers. I thought myself, am I going to get? Oh, where's that coming from? I thought, but no, that was brilliant. So yeah, it was a lovely walk. I ended up doing like 12 miles as a result of that walk, which um I really probably should have took a bit more fluid along with me rather than a couple of bottles of water that I took with me. But we all live and learn. So yeah, that was quite nice. Looks like we've got Alison Bryan in the social village hall tonight. So yeah, Ian's just confirmed that it is a bird scarer. So yeah, what was I? I have seen bird scarers before, and I think what they do is they're like a contraption that they plug a like a like a gas canister in, and it just randomly scares. So yeah, and actually that was not far from where I live as well. So yeah, that was it certainly woke me up. I'll grant you that. So yeah, I've been out had a walk, and on the week off, you do all the bits and bobs that one doesn't normally get to do. Let's say on a weekend when you got the time, or in the evenings and that. So, but it was good just to relax and have a bit of R&R time. So fantastic! I've got another week off in a couple of weeks' time or so, which will be good. Hopefully, going up to see my sister in York and have a little bit of a Yorkshire road trip, which would be quite nice. So yeah, heading up north, hopefully, just got to book all my hotel accommodation and things like that one has to do. So yeah, it's oh yes, I was house sitting, Lynn. You are very, very correct in that one. So I had the house all to myself last week, which was good. So I could have what I wanted for dinner, have what I wanted on the television. But I need to save up a few more pennies before I can move out. So that's always one of the downsides. It's nice to have it all to yourself, but after a while, does it get a bit lonely? Yeah, it sure does get a bit lonely after that. But um, if it means mum and dad can have a holiday, which they very much do deserve, like anyone else does, um, it really a small price to pay for their happiness, which is good. So yeah, they came back to the house still standing, which is good. So can't moan about that one. Looks like we've got who we got arrived in. So we've got Claire Leach. Very good evening to you, and Mark Burgess as well. We've got Mr. Andrew from Dubai. So what is the time actually in Dubai? Let's have a look. Time in Dubai. Let's have a quick look. Oh, it's 10 minutes past 11, which is amazing. So I've finally gone international. Hey, that's great. So yeah, it's always good to get people from wherever they are. Good evening, Mark. Hope you're well from Mark's Adventures. Good evening, Ron. Hope you and I assume Elaine is watching. So a big hiya. Hopefully on the big screen, as I've seen on there. So we've obviously got lots of chatter in there. So we'll do the parish notices in a minute. Otherwise, Bernie might pour me over the coals at the steam railway. And Rob's just put, I'm supposed to be meeting Bernie in York tomorrow. He better be there. Hope he is. Fingers crossed. But if it's a train museum, it's a high probability that they will be. And we've got just Jeff Kellison in the house. So good evening, Jeff. Hope you're well. And it's 11 minutes past 2 in the afternoon in Pella, Iowa. So where's that? Let's have a look at where's Pella, Iowa. Let's have a quick look, see where it is. So it's got so according to Google, on their AI overview, it is a unique American city with a strong Dutch heritage, featuring Dutch architecture and the annual Tulip Time Festival in early May. So that sounds really good. Let's have a look. So Pella. Okay, so that's getting on to kind of slap back in the middle of Iowa from what I can see on Google Maps. So that's amazing. So okay. So we've got some parish notices. Right, let's get on with the main agenda items. So we've got the parish notices. So from Bernie, he's obviously wished us well on this broadcast this very Wednesday evening. So a couple of things to be aware of is on October the 9th, so which I think from what I can gather will be a Thursday, so a fortnight tomorrow, there is the trip to the Science Museum in London, meeting at the entrance from midday to 12:30. So if you haven't booked your tickets, please do go along. I'm sure Bernie will be more than thankful for the company as well. What sure is to be a good afternoon from what I can see. Also, if you're in the Hurstman Zoo area, there is coffee at Geo's the next Thursday, 16th of October at 11 o'clock. So if you're in the Hurstman Zoo area in the more or less the, could you call it the Low Weald of East Sussex? So if you're in the area, head along to Geo's, and Bernie will be glad for the company. So let's have a look. So we've got the. So Ian said Iowa. That's where the American pickers come from. Interesting bits they buy and sell. So it's always good to. So we've got. It's quite a wide time zone tonight. We've got. So we've got Jeff out in the United States. So we've got what, mid-afternoon, give or take, and then we've got kind of near enough to midnight in Dubai. So that's amazing. So we've got this broadcast is going far and wide. So let's see what we got. Oh, how could I forget Andrew Norris? He's in Croatia, only an hour ahead. So that's even better. So we were not only European, we're also as well as international. So that is amazing. So obviously, for those who know, we do love the biannual visits that Andrew Norris does come over from Croatia. So we always loved, especially we've got the July walk that typically happens at the end of July on the Kevin's Rambles Facebook page and YouTube channel, and obviously the all famous Christmas meal. So yeah, funny enough, Christmas Eve is 3 months today. God, it's amazing. I was thinking about this the other day, how this year has flown by for me. So I was on about this to my manager at work. I think yesterday. Thinking about because this is the time that a lot of employers think about Christmas meals, parties, and what have you. And as soon as I get to New Year, I've been working for a year, and it's amazing how this year has completely flown by. And I still can't believe we're in the autumn. I was looking outside the window today on the way back to my desk from my lunch break, and it was. I thought to myself, I've actually seen a whole cycle of the trees at the back of the office, which I thought to myself when I went there for the first time, it was kind of like midwinter, so nothing was on the trees then. So we were still waiting for all the buds to come out. Then we get to spring, then we get to summer, and now we're in autumn. And the colours on the trees outside of the back of the office, because where I work, there's lots of windows, so even from my desk, I can see out to kind of woodland, which is very nice. On Monday lunchtime, I even saw a deer, which was amazing. Because where I used to work more in an urban setting, you never really got that. We got the odd fox, but nothing as exciting and as more pleasant as seeing natural wildlife like deers and that. But incidentally, a couple of months ago, I did a quick YouTube video, essentially just showing the back of where I work, and it's amazing to think that there is lots of beauty, but you don't have to go far, and that is the real amazing thing. There is beauty, I think, everywhere, but you just got to find it, which I think is great. It certainly is good, and long it may continue. So looks like we've got good evening, Roland. Nice you can join us on this fantastic evening. Looks like we've had John F pop in, so that's great. Let's have a look, see who we got. I do love this top fans as well. Looks like we've got Andy H popped in as well. Good evening, Andy H. And Connor McLeod. So it does remind me with the top fans of like the scoreboard off of Top of the Pops, if for people who can kind of like remember that. So let's have a look in the comments. Got Limby. She said she used to work backing onto the River Ada, which was lovely, and the sunsets there were amazing. I can quite believe that, Lynn. Very much so. It's always nice seeing some sunsets. I don't see the sunsets as such from where I sit in the office, because I sit more of an easterly facing, so it's more bright in the mornings. But as the sun obviously goes around to the west, I could pop and see the sunset, which is good. Probably I will be seeing a lot of the sunsets in the office in the next couple of months or so as we ever get creepingly closer to Christmas time. So Mark Burgess has said they saw in the road a plethora of crushed conkers in the road way by one of the bus stops he travels home from on a Monday evenings, and it reminds we are truly in autumn. Definitely, we are well indeed and truly in autumn. I saw a lot of the little chestnuts on my walk the other day around Midhurst, which was a quite a good reminder that we are well into autumn as far as that. Now we've obviously gone past the autumn equinox. Mr. Andrew has said, come to Dubai at Christmas. Budgie smugglers and Santa hats on the beach with cold beers closer than Australia. Yeah, I can quite agree with that. It's probably, I would imagine, you could do that any time of year. So Mark's Adventure says, all I can see is an eyesore of a bus station from my office window, or at the other office at the not so nice end of Blackpool. So Claire asks, where do I work? So I work over in Whiteley in Hampshire, which for those who know the South Hampshire area is just off of Junction 9 of the M27 motorway. So yeah, it's all quite modern round there in terms of very modern office blocks, lots of glass, and that. But we've also got around the other parts of the office a bit further. We've got some like seating areas around duck ponds, which is nice. So you can go and have a quick lunchtime stroll on your lunch break, which is good. But one of the downsides is around there, the National Grid power lines do cut through the area, but at least you got to put them somewhere. So Ian McCagan has said, we've had a frost here. I can probably quite believe it. You are on the other side of the South Downs compared to me down here in Fareham. Whereas Fareham it tends to be a little bit sheltered because you've got the New Forest, South Downs, Portsdown Hill, and obviously the Isle of Wight. So yeah, it can get a little bit warmer here because a lot of it kind of like a bit of a heat sink effect it has around here, which is good. But we don't tend to get much snow, or if we do, it's only a few flurries. But yeah, that's what it's like to live down here down in the south of England. Yeah, a lot of people are agreeing that it is autumn, but it won't be long until we've got the Kevin's Rambles Christmas meal, which is, from what we can gather, on the 14th of December. Though someone might be able to confirm that as well. Claire Leach has asked, what is the Lego City box that I've got on my shelves? So on the shelves at the moment, we've got there are a couple of the Brickheads models. I think one's a cat, one's I think that's the St Bernard dog, is what you can see, and I've also got a Lego City plane. So they're like the little sort of like £5 to £10 price range ones. But there are I do have quite a lot of Lego around, which is good. But yeah, I've always loved it from a young age. But I kind of went through a bit of a phase where I didn't really go an awful lot on Lego, but I went over to Smith's Toys over in so the local store to us at the time was over by B&Q up Titchfield Common Parkgate. Bought a Lego set, sort of like it was like a sort of like a woodland cottage theme, and yes, that kind of started that chain reaction, and yeah, I've got quite a few Lego sets, but I've still retained the original packaging and instruction manuals, as well as all the Lego bits. So all of them are accounted for. So yep. So hopefully, if I do decide to part with them one day, they might get a good price for them. But hey ho. Good night, Mr. Andrew. Thanks for very much for your company. Dave Ford has said we are looking forward to the next Kevin's Rambles group Christmas meal, which he'll be wearing his kilt if it still fits. Not my words. That's what Dave has put on the screen. And of course, Jeff. Yes, we must remember, if Bernie, if you're watching, remember to take your pills. That'd be useful. Mark's Adventures has put, I used to pass through Fareham on my way down to Gosport many moons ago to a depot down that way. So yeah, Fareham is a transit kind of town because the main road kind of into Fareham, just off of junction 11 of the M27, often gets quite busy with the Gosport traffic, both coming out in the mornings and going home in the evenings. So yeah, that's one. Luckily for me, I don't have to go that way. But if I have to go into the centre of town, from where I work at Whiteley, it's just a quick 5 minutes on the motorway. But it can take me a while getting off into the town centre. But that's part and parcel of living in an urban area. So yeah, Rob Croser says Bernie's in York without a phone or social media, so completely off grid there. So that's great. So it's always good to get out and about when one can. So what's the scores on the door so far for almost 28 minutes? We have 18 viewers. So we've currently been fluctuating between around about the 15 and 20 mark, which have been good. It's got 7 thumbs up. Mum has just said to about Dave Ford's latest video production. So he's now collaborating with the big guns on YouTube. So the most recent video was a video looking at kind of like hill forts in the New Forest with Paul Whitewick. So if you haven't watched that, it's very well worth a watch. One of the forts, which I think was like near Linwood, I actually it brought back many memories of myself. There's so many walks. The problem is where I've done a lot of walks, and I've put them on YouTube for all to see. So if you haven't had a chance to watch, please do, and do spread the word. That would be amazing because they are well worth a watch. Not blowing my own trumpet, but hey ho. So it is good that I'll get out and do that. But seeing, I think where was the hill fort again? Let's have a quick look on the map. Let's have a look. I think it was around the Linford Brook. And yeah, so I went up to that hill, that fort, but Paul probably did a better explanation. probably what I could, because my walks and my content is a bit like a game of catchphrase. I say what I see, so it's you can never yeah, it's always good. It's always good, but that's also probably a good thing as well, because I never know what I'm going to see or what I'm going to discover until I've actually gone there and made sense of it all, which is probably good. So it's never rehearsed, because the way I look at it, life is never rehearsal. You're doing it for live, like we are tonight, which is great. So it's always good, and plus it gets me out and about in the fresh air rather than sitting at computers all day. What I do for the day job, so that's always good. Let's have a look at the comments. Yes, Rob, Mr. Whitewick does get around. He gets around and about in the area. Yep, Mark's Adventures, Whitewick, Maps Dude. Yeah, I can agree with you on that one. Ian said that the Canadian memorial planting the Canadian maple trees are in full colour along the A3, which, as far as I remember, that is around Bramshot, just before we go north towards the Hindhead Tunnel. So that's always good. Dave Ford has said his channel has gained 300 subscribers in the past 3 days as a result of the collaboration, which is always good. It is always good. I think Dave Ford, how many subscribers are you up to now? Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look. Dave Ford. Oh, so you're only 450 off of 10,000? So that's amazing. That really is. So let's have a look. Ian McCagan said, Andrew, are you at Sedginsworth East? I used to go up there to join up on at Junction 9 for the M27. I'm not far. I'm more the Whiteley end of Junction 9. So as soon as you come off of Junction 9, go down into Whiteley. I'm in the business park on the right-hand side as you're going up towards the shopping centre. So that's always it's good. It's fairly easy getting out in the evenings, which is good. But I have heard it used to be a little bit of a nightmare trying to get out of there. Dave Ford says 9,559. So wow. So if you can give anyone who hasn't subscribed to Dave, please go and do so. His videos are well worth the watch. Although I did bump into Dave incidentally when I was over at the Blackwater Arboretum last year with Mum. So that was one of my weeks off of work. I decided to take Mum around the Tall Trees Trail. It's only about 1.5 miles long, but on a summer's day, it really is nice just to be under the tree canopy and that. But it's open all year round, so feel free to go and see that. Let's have a look, see what else we've got in the comments. So we've got so Jeff Callison says Canadian maples are beautiful in the fall. Do we have aspens, quaking aspens over there? Let's have a look. What is a quaking aspen? I think we may do. I haven't. I'm not an expert in trees, as probably you can gather, but we probably do at some point have them. Let's have a look. Dave Ford is saying, yeah, Paul Whitewick is a lovely chap, and that they had lots of fun, which I could probably gather that Paul and Dave definitely had. 4 locations, 30 miles of driving, 4 miles of walking, and 5 hours of filming. We were both shattered. I can understand that. Even filming for about a 5-minute moment of Murphy, you don't realise how to get to that end result. You've got to go out and film it. So sometimes you can be out all day just to get all the footage you require. Then you've got to sit down and get edited, and then obviously get it up online. So it all takes time, but it is all well worth it, which is good. Ian, yes, you are right. Lego is expensive now, but it's always good to try and retain the packaging as much as possible. I would say for like the £5 sets, they're probably not going to be. They're only going to be worth face value, but for like the expensive sets, it's probably definitely worth keeping them. Claire Leach has said, I don't know where you are, as I live in Saltdean in East Sussex. I've been to Portsmouth and Southampton, though, in Hampshire. So, yeah, it's all from the Brighton end of the area. It's fairly accessible as well. Although, if you're travelling on the train, you'll go straight through. But if you're travelling by road, you will get caught around going from east to west through Worthing, Arundel, and Chichester. That's always it can take a little while getting through them, as I found out recently. It was all right getting around Chichester. So the last time I went that way I went up to Friston Forest once more. But I did a Friston Forest up to Long Manor, Wilmington, and then down to the Seven Sisters and back round. That was a few weeks ago. But yeah, I got caught round Arundel, which that was that. But that was the only hold up I had, which was good. So, Mark's Adventures says Kew Gardens are bound to have them. Probably, you are right. Claire Leach says I haven't really explored Hampshire enough. There's lots to see and do here, Claire. So, if you're down this way, and that there is lots to offer. Even where I live in Fareham, we've got lots to offer as well, which is good. A friend of Rob's has called Darren Spratt, aka WC21 UK Productions. Spoke very highly of, I assume that's Paul, what I can gather. So yeah, it's certainly lots to offer in the area. Recently, we had my brother, sister-in-law, and nephew down for the weekend just gone, which was good. So my brother and sister-in-law went to a wedding of a very close friend, and we had the rare opportunity to spend the whole weekend with my nephew. So yes, I was Uncle Andrew, and let's just say Dad passed some comments on me saying he's asleep again. Yes, it was certainly a shock to the system, but I wouldn't change it because it's worth it, because you build up the memories early on, and as my aunt always says, it's the associations that you build early in life that kind of cement the relationship, which is good. But yeah, we didn't do an awful lot because he's only 17 months old almost, and we took him to a lovely sort of like country park sort of place at Hollyhill, which is, for people who know Howard's Way, that is along the eastern bank of the River Hamble. So we took him there and saw the lovely ducks in the duck pond, which was great. So he thoroughly enjoyed that. Then we went to see my nan down in Leon the Solent, which was great. And then we took him up on Sunday, took him to see my other nan, and stopped off at the local park on the way back. So yeah, it was a really lovely weekend as well. And I even made the trip home from work for lunchtime on Monday, just before they went off back up north, because there is unfortunately, they're not round the corner, which the way the modern family is, we're all spread out, but we are still well connected, which is important. But you can't always be in two places at once. Rob has said Arundel is a lovely place to visit, lovely place, even though it poured down on my visit. Yes, it did. When we had one of the Christmas meals. Was it? I don't think it was it last year or the year before. We were supposed to go on a walk around the wetland centre, or there's like a lake near there, but we ended up going for a cuppa in one of the local pubs because it was just too wet to do anything. Though, yeah, it kind of brightened up and stopped raining as soon as we got out of there. So, yeah, that's it's always if it's going to do it, it's always going to do it. Claire has said, I think the best place locally to me to see the trees turn in the colour would be Sheffield Park. Where is Sheffield Park? I think, is it, from what I can gather, Sheffield Park. That is, it's Hayward Heath Way. So, where's, okay, so it's just by in the vicinity of the Bluebell Railway and Ashdown Forest. Oh, that's lovely all around there up in the High Weald. So yeah, that's one area I actually haven't really explored as much. I probably should go up around the High Weald. From what I can gather on another Village Hall outing live broadcast, was Bernie did recommend for me to pop up to Bedgebury, which I think they got the light show in December. So that'd be somewhere that I would love to go and visit. Somewhere a bit out of the way, but it's always good to get out and about if you can. Mark's Adventures has said, I had the privilege of living in Lymington and Christchurch and Brockenhurst for work, and Hampshire is beautiful. It sure is, Mark. I definitely agree with you there. John F has said his mum's side of the family come from the New Forest, which is great. Claire has been over to the Isle of Wight. Does that class as Hampshire Way? Yeah, more than less. I know the Hampshire and the Isle of Wight share a lot of. I know they share police and fire, from what I can gather. So there is lots of sharing there. So I can agree with you on that one. Jacqueline Barrett has said on their doorstep is Upton Country Park in Poole. The trees there are always beautiful as the leaves turn. So yeah, I don't think that's also another place I haven't really visited much as well. Is like Dorset. I think the only walk I've done in Dorset was around, let's say on the border, was at Moores Valley by Ashley Heath. So yeah, that was the only walk I did do. But yeah, that was a nice walk, trip down memory lane. Although one thing that did kind of get my goat a bit was having a coffee stand in the middle of the woodland. I thought to myself, yeah, I don't remember that the last time, but it's what people want these days. And so be it. But for me, I parked on the Verwood Road. I did. So I found the free car parks around there, so which was good as well. I saved a few quid that day. Um, so yeah, it's always is good. Robert said, autumnal colours are the best in the Eden Valley. Let's have a look where the Eden Valley is. So yeah, there's lots of good suggestions tonight for places to go. So another AI overview from Google is it is a scenic region in Cumbria, known for the River Eden, the Lake District Fells, and the market town of Penrith. So that's all. I assume that is where Rob was on about. Let's have a look. Doing Mark's Adventure says doing Dorset. I read Thomas Hardy brings the books to life, which I probably can imagine. I think is it Dorset like Thomas Hardy way? Think so. So that's good. So yeah, it's not an area that I've visited extensively. I've more kind of gravitated more to the northeast, and east of where I live in Fareham, purely because um, it's kind of easier to get to. Whereas if I went over to Dorset, it would be on the M27 around Southampton, then through the New Forest, and obviously around Bournemouth, Christchurch, and Poole. But I have seen over towards when me and my mum went up onto the Needles and Allen Bay. I saw right over kind of like from to Bournemouth, then on to what was it? Swanage, Corfe Castle, along the chalk range there. So I've certainly seen along there. Probably an area I should visit, but I might save that for next year. Because the problem is, as soon as you go to one area and you've done one area to the extent, you've kind of have to look at different places to go. So it's for me the areas that I've been around quite often. It's now hard to kind of like find the new walking routes, and that so it's kind of I'm having to go a little bit more further afield than that, but that is part and parcel of life, which is always good. So Casterbridge is based on Dorchester. What's Casterbridge? Let's have a look. Casterbridge. Oh, it's a fictional town created by Victorian author Thomas Hardy for his novel The Mayor of Casterbridge. It represents Dorchester in Dorset. First published in the Victorian Times in 1886. Wow. So, 48 minutes we've been on Air Force. That's amazing. That really is. We've got 16 people in, so that's always good. So it's never always about numbers, and it's about obviously the quality of conversation that one can have. So, but yeah, let's have a look. Mark's Adventures has put true, Claire. Apparently, a bit of a cantankerous old git. Lol. I don't really use lol, although that is that was always a one of the sayings. Let's have a look. So let's see any more chatter in the comments. Anything really what we should be anything talking about? So has Mark will be dropping off soon, as he'll be in Blackpool office in the morning. Thank you, Mark, for coming along on the journey tonight. It's been most pleasurable, and hope you have a great day tomorrow in Blackpool. So yeah, it's Blackpool. I know Blackpool is famous for the Blackpool illuminations. Although, to be honest, I haven't really explored the Northwest that much. I'm more, by the nature of where family live, I'm more kind of inclined to visit more Yorkshire. But that's just purely because where family live, and that is the nature. So I've done one of the moments of Murphy was, how many years ago was it? I did a walk across the Humber Bridge. So I went from East Riding right down to North Lincolnshire in the space of 2 miles, which was amazing. Although looking down is not for the faint-hearted. Yeah, it is a sheer drop between the main bridge deck and the silty sands that constitute the Humber, because I think the Humber is made up, as far as I'm aware, of the River Ouse and the River Trent. So yeah, it emanates from near Stoke-on-Trent, goes through the West Midlands, the East Midlands, through Lincolnshire, then out to sea. So it's quite a nice long river as well, and a river that we do see when I travel up north. So Mark's Adventures says he lives in the Forest of Bowland. Let's have a look, see what the Forest of Bowland is. So that is north of Blackburn, west of Clitheroe, east of Lancaster, and that's more getting on towards Rob Croser country. Dave Ford has said the Hardy Way is a 220-mile long distance footpath that links places that have a connection with Hardy and Dorset. I've seen to have walked most of it in sections over the past few years. It's always good going between and just doing sections. I know people kind of like say, yes, it's nice to do the whole length of trail in one go, but we did a similar thing with the family of the South Downs over a number of years, and sometimes it's good, but you don't always have to dedicate a whole holiday for it. You can just take a few hours, go on go on a day trip and enjoy it, and enjoy each other's company. I think if you can see where my finger's pointing, there. So behind me, you've got the little craft that I created for a box frame, and one of the photos is me, my mum, and my sister up on the. I think there's a stone air kind of structure up on Bicknor Hill. So that was a few years ago. That was quite nice seeing that. I think the letters on there, like Scrabble letters, that you can buy and create crafts with, which is quite nice. So, so who we've got? I think we've just had a couple of people head off. Jeff Kellison, thanks for dropping in tonight, Jeff. Very much appreciated. He said, I've got to drop by an empty trailer and grab my load when going to Chicago for tomorrow. So he will say good night to everyone. And obviously thanks to himself for pinch hitting for the station master. That's always good. Andrew Norris says good night as well. Thanks for holding the fort. So yeah, it's certainly been a nice broadcast tonight. It really has, and it's like you don't realise how much goes into one of these broadcasts. It does take a while to kind of build up, but I think we've had quite a few hits tonight, which has been amazing. Gabriel's heading off now, so good night, Gabriel, and Claire as well. So yeah, it certainly has been. It's been nice tonight, getting to see people as well. And as Bernie always says, everyone is welcome. So, and obviously that continues on. Dave Ford has said, excellent broadcast, Andrew. You're a natural and must do again regularly. I probably should. Maybe I'll probably mainly to advertise it a bit far and wide as well. Ron Langley says, night all. Thanks, Ron. Very much appreciated. I'll probably catch up with Elaine and yourself after the broadcast, which would be great. Jacqueline says, night everyone, which is good. So yeah, it's been nice tonight. It has, for me, I have been a bit nervous, sort of like, is it going to go well, is it not? But it's not until you realise that until you do one. But I'm less nervous this time than what I was beforehand, which has been amazing. Mum says she's off too. So, although to be honest, for Mum, I can't really say goodnight to you until I actually go to bed. So, yeah, that's one of the things of living under the same roof. Mark Burgess is departing as well. Thanks, Mark, for coming along. And also the same for Alison O'Brien. It has been fantastic. So, but yeah, 9 o'clock already. So we've been going 59 minutes. We'll try and make this an hour or so if we can, which would be great. So, for the people out there, have we got any more? Got any questions you want to ask me whilst we're still on? Lynn says, night all. Good night, Lynn. Thank you very much for coming along this evening. Very much appreciated. And we've done an hour. Hey, that is amazing. But yeah, still got 7 people. We've had 8 thumbs up this evening. So if you have liked this broadcast, please do share it as well. That would be amazing. Roland Barr says, thank you very much. Thank you, Roland, for popping along. It has been a pleasure. We've got one more come on, which is great. Let's have a look. Don't think I. So yeah, so we're well over an hour now. He has just reminded me, said, don't forget to like, which it is always very important to like, subscribe, and ding the bell. That way you can make many more moments of Murphy, which is good. So we've got 10 thumbs up, so we're in the double digits now, which is amazing. Oh, thanks, Ian. Very much appreciated. I'm surprised how well it has gone tonight. It's been amazing, and actually I have enjoyed it, which has been fantastic. So let's see if I've got any other messages as well. Okay, so we'll give it another couple of minutes as well. So, any more questions, comments? So we still got 10 people. Now we've got 8. Because yeah, you get quite a lot of options here, which is good. So yeah, it looks like people are starting to drop off as well. So give it another minute or so. So yeah, as a reminder for people who have not have only just joined, don't worry, you'll be able to catch up with this on my YouTube channel afterwards. So Catherine Murphy's just come in the house saying, "Evening, bro. Evening, Catherine. Thanks for joining. That's always a good thing. And although, where have you been? You should be here supporting me." So, although to be honest, you've probably been doing your jobs and that. So I'll let you off. And plus, you get enough of me anyway, so on video calls as well. But that is the modern family. Yeah, but you spend quite a lot of time on video calls. Yeah, I'll let you off, Catherine. Don't worry. So, but no, it's been lovely tonight. It really has. It's been a nice broadcast we've done with all good company as well, which is what we want. Toad in the hole for life. Yeah, you did do a good toad in the hole. That really was a good one. Only wish I could have teleportation that I could come up and have dinner with you, but teleportation that means a 5-6 hour drive up north just for dinner. But we will do it. We will definitely do it. With pigs in blankets. Oh no, now you're making me hungry. Yeah, amazing mashed potato. Yeah, I can quite agree with that, Catherine. I can quite agree with it. Did you put lots of gravy with it, or have you had enough of gravy with Mum over the years? Although I actually haven't made a toad and hole in quite a while. Oh yes, so she had thick gravy with caramelized onion chutney stirred in. Ooh, ooh, yes, that looks a good one. So yeah, hopefully, if I come up in a few weeks, you better cook me something, which would be nice. As be nice to have a nice home cooked meal and that. But yeah, you are making me hungry, Catherine. Although, luckily for me, I have actually had dinner tonight, which is good. Before the broadcast, make sure I'm all primed and ready. And yes, I'll be taking you out. Yes, and it is on public record. I will have to get my sister some dinner as well for hosting. So that's a small price to pay. So yeah, we've almost come up to 1 hour and 9 minutes, which is great. So we've got any more comments coming? So we've still got 8 people on, which is good. Let me know if you want us to continue. We can do. Catherine says I've missed out on a good one. I feel well. This is going to be available on my YouTube channel after the broadcast, so don't worry, you haven't missed a thing. So you'll be able to see all the lovely friendly chatter that we've had tonight. Although as soon as I leave Village Hall, I must make sure the lights are switched off, the tea urn's switched off, and we lock up. That's always the main thing. Make sure the Village Hall is nice and secure. Just how Bernie will want it. So yeah. So, Catherine says she wants a decaf Yorkshire tea, milk, and 2 sugars, and a bourbon biscuit before you do. Well, you have to get in quick, Catherine. It's time's ticking, and yeah. So make sure you head over there and grab a cuppa. Aye. So you still got 8 people on. So what's everyone up to this weekend coming up? Anything good? And has anyone started Christmas shopping yet? Or are we not thinking about that until lastminute.com? Oh, yeah. Anyone got any other comments? So I think quite a few people have already gone, which it's been good. So I think what we'll do is we'll close it out in a minute. Of that, because we have been on air for 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 34 seconds. So it has been a great evening for you all. So thanks Ernie for coming along. That's fine. You no need to apologise. As Bernie says, if you just want to come in and take a seat and just listen along to the conversation, that is all good. What works for Bernie works for me as well. So I'm glad that I've helped you tonight. Get ready for preparing for your party on Saturday. I hope it will be a great party. Hope lots of people will attend. So that's always good. Oh, thanks Ernie for the like. Very much appreciated. So I've only just realised on the you can tell how often I don't do these. You've got live chat and top chat. So yeah, it's funny seeing it all from the perspective of there. So right. We're almost approaching an hour and a quarter, which is amazing. So yeah, I think it's probably a good time to close it out. As they say, quit while you're ahead, which is probably good in this scenario. So I hope you've enjoyed this tonight. I would like to thank everyone for coming along and making this a great social club gathering. It has been amazing. And if you have enjoyed it tonight, please do share it with your friends and get them all on the all aboard for a moment of Murphy. So yeah, spread the word because I have got much more in the pipeline. So I've got the Friston Forest, Seven Sisters, Long Manor, Wilmington Walk, what I did on Friday, and plus a visit to IKEA at Brighton. So they'll be coming up in the coming weeks. So videos typically are coming out fortnightly now. So I'd rather go for the quality and that, which is good. For every other Monday, 8 p.m. UK time, here on A Moment of Murphy. So if you want me to do another live stream in the next foreseeable, please do. Give a comment after the show's ended. And that way I can then work with everyone and get another live stream. So I will bid you all a very good night. I hope you get all home safely from the village hall. Thank you very much all for your company. Very much appreciated. So until the next time from this second live stream that I've done, thank you and good night.